So today we've come along to Langley Castle, a medieval castle built in the 14th century. So let's go explore. They've got our favourite seats. Nick, our favourite seats are free. Hope we can sit in them. These ones over there. Time now for tea and scones.
Do you like a tea and scone?
So you've got a cheese scone and I've got a nice fruit scone. And the size of the teapot as well. It's huge. Your favourite seat, isn't it? So that was a lovely afternoon out there with tea and scones at Langley Castle. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Remember to like and subscribe. So today we have come along to Cragside in Rothbury in Northumberland to see the Christmas decorations. And I think it's the UK's largest Christmas tree they've got here. We would appreciate it at the moment because it's still quite sunny, but we'll try and get some footage later on when it gets a little bit darker so you can see all the fairy lights. Let's have a look inside. So you may be aware Cragside was the first house in the UK to be lit by hydroelectricity, but I'm going to show you now something I found out really interesting. The actual first lamps in the UK to ever be lit by hydroelectricity. Let's go and take a look at them now. So they're just in here, and these are the actual lamps that I've just mentioned. Now let me get this right. I've got somebody working from the National Trust here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are these the actual first lamps in the UK to use hydroelectricity? Is that right?
These are the first hydroelectric lamps, and this was the first domestic house to be lit by hydroelectricity as well.
Absolutely fascinating. So these are the lamps themselves that Lord Armstrong would have used and put on, and
Yeah, so were converted from gas lamps and would have been put into bowls of mercury
Wow.
in order for them to turn on and off. The butler would have also had to call down to the keeper the electric light, because electric lights actually came before light switches. So that's what would have been used. They would have run down to the keeper the electric light, and he would have gotten the electricity to flow up to the house. And then these would have been placed in bowls of mercury, and then they would have turned on.
Thank you. To my cookery program. It's just like funny product, isn't it? We've got some mince pies I've made earlier. Naughty little mouse has just got in, been nibbling away at some things. It's great. Look at the size of this kitchen. You would need obviously a big kitchen like this for such a big house. But it looks like it's well prepared and organised and stuff. Look at all these gorgeous jams and chutneys. Loganberry. And all various things. How have you got into the fox oven as well? Don't you eat the Christmas dinner line? It's great, look at the lovely fox. So is that where they would what's this over there? Is that?
I'm not sure. Is it a dumbwaiter? No.
Well, that's what I thought initially, but
Maybe a well?
that's what, yeah, I think it's obviously hydro here, so it must be something to do with the water system. Ah, that's what it must be. It's like for the water. So apparently the theme for this display in Cragside, the Christmas display, is midnight on Christmas Eve, where all the members of the house have went to bed, the staff have got everything prepared, but there's some mischievous spirits have been let loose from the forest nearby, and they're causing mischief all around the house. And this is all the gallery walkway along here with all of the Christmas trees. Look at them all. So many. And it smells gorgeous. It smells so, that beautiful pine smell. And there is Lord Nick walking along observing all of his Christmas trees. How long did it take you to decorate all these, Lord Nick?
I didn't do this. Servants did this.
Of course not, darling. I love these, the paper snowflakes. Oh, look at that through there. Look at the dancing snowflakes, Nick. Isn't that nice? Through there. Is that another room you can go in? Have they been left by the mischievous spirits I mentioned? wonder how long it took them to put all these decorations out. I'm going to try and find out. I would imagine probably the best part of a week or two, do you think?
Oh God, and the rest.
Yeah, although they did have help from mischievous fairies and whatnot in the forest. But I was just saying to Nick there, the job of taking them all back down again and clearing them up probably take longer than the actual displaying them, putting them up. So I've just asked about how long it took them to decorate in here. It wasn't far off. I said about 1 to 2 weeks. It was actually about 3 weeks. I can quite believe it. But I think the tidying up, the clear up operation, as one of the members of staff said here, rightly so, about the amount of pine needles, that's going to be a bit of a nightmare to clear all that up afterwards. And look, hello, there's one of my favourite birds, a robin. Hello. Hello. They love it when you say, hello, darling. Oh, hello. Have I summoned you because I'm wearing a red coat? Is that what it is? So how lovely was that with the little robin there? I love coming to Cragside for that reason. There's always robins about and I love little robins. I think it might have thought I was the godmother of robins wearing this red coat. But enough of that. We're going to have a look at the UK's largest Christmas tree. I believe that, I think George Lamb, who's from up here in the northeast, he pressed the button the other week to light up the whole of the tree. So let's have a look. Oh, there it is. I'm going to struggle to get this all on camera. Are you ready? Oh, you can just see the fairy lights at the moment starting to shine through, and more and more and more. Yeah, it's very tall. How high is this?
Over if you get all the way to the top.
Woo!
It's enormous.
How high is this tree? Did it say the height on that board? I didn't take notice. Nick, now you're very tall. Go and stand next to the tree. Let's see how tall you are next to the UK's largest Christmas tree. Nick is 6'3", and dare I say, yeah. Okay, stop there. Yeah, you look minuscule. You look absolutely tiny next to that. Bless you. Oh, goodness. Do you know what it is? I don't think you appreciate how tall this tree is. You kind of go, yeah, it's a high tree. But when you see a person stood next to it, it's very tall.